Smashing number 3 over in Group E, and of course winner takes all. Who's going to go through to the knockout stages? Will it be Sweden? Will it be Poland? We'll take a little look next. That's right, folks, back once again with another 5-minute preview. Looking forward to Sweden up against Poland over in Group E, and we'll take a look at that in just 1 second. If you're new, smash your subscribe button to get you bang up to date with all things Blackburn Rovers related, Euro 2020 related, world football related. We're going to do it all here under one Rooskies. Of course, either of these two sides can make it to the last of the 16s, and of course we'll have my pick in just a minute. Of course, big shout out to the VRPs. They are the patrons. Thank you for your continued support. But let's get this 5-minute preview onto the tracks. Here we go. It is Sweden up against Poland at St. Petersburg over in Mother Russia, and it's going to take place on the 23rd of June, just a couple of days away from now. But of course, both of these two sides still in the mix to get through to the last 16. Take a little look at the juggernauts, locking horns. That's right, it's Sweden, it's Poland. Let's have a look at Sweden currently getting into the mix there. Of course, qualified back in the 15th of November 2019. Jan Andersson is your man, not the guy from The Matrix, but of course the governor for Sweden. They've been at the Euro 6 times in the past, currently ranked 18th in the world. And of course, they'll fancy their chances on this one as well. They've been okay so far, so good. Let's take a look at the resume. Just this one left. Sweden against Poland on the 23rd of June. It is a Wednesday, and again, it's in Russia. So far, they have drew with Spain, of course, and they also picked up a win against Slovakia. Yet to concede a goal. Airtight defence as well. One of only a couple of nations with an airtight defence, but Sweden will fancy their chances. Remind ourselves of the 26-man squad here. Of course, Forsberg was the one and only goal scorer so far for Sweden, and again, very tight at the back. We haven't even got Grankvist in action or Janssen. They're playing maybe with a hopscotch kind of back line. We'll have to see about that. Of course, the lack of goals up front could haunt them in the latter stages if they were to get there that far. Anyway, I'll take a look at my start. Then we've got Olsen between the sticks. We've got Augustin, Danielson, Lindelof and Lustig. Forsberg on the left, Larsson on the right, Erkdal and Clayson in midfield. That's my only change. Berg and Isach up top, who's attracted some attention. Currently in the books of Real Sociedad. He could be on the way to Liverpool or maybe even some other big-time Premier League team next season. Let's take a look at Poland then. Paulo Sousa is your governor. They qualified as Group G winners back in the 13th of October 2019. They've been in the Euros 3 times in the past. In fact, this is their 4th time in a row, back to back, and of course currently ranked 21st in the bloody world. Right here, right now, that's the only resume they've got left. If they can get past this, then we'll stick another one in there for the round of 16. So far, okay, not the greatest start, losing to Slovakia on the 14th of June, 2-1 loss there, and of course picked up a tidy result against Spain just the other day. Morata with Spain's goal, of course Poland are up and running with matey boy Lewandowski. Take a look at the 26-man squad. Again, not really blessed with the attacking numbers. Milic, we haven't seen much of him. I don't know what the deal is there. Lindley will probably come back into the team, or he could be in there or thereabouts. Kuszałowicz could go back. He actually got a red card in the first game. Hopefully he should be back into contention for the Poles this time around. Of course, everything revolves around Lewandowski. My lineup is Szczesny between six, Bednarek, Gilic, Berezinski on the right-hand side, Puskás on the left-hand side, Jazovic on the right, Kuszałowicz back in midfield alongside Klic. You might even throw Zielinski in the mix there with Zwindensky and Lewandowski up top. Goals in that. They played each other 6 times since 1974. 5 wins for the Swedes, 1 for the Poles, and 0 draws. In fact, the biggest win for Sweden over Poland was a 3-0 win. Poland's one and only response was a 1-0 win. In fact, they've only scored 2 goals against Sweden in those 6 matches since 1974, with the Swedes picking up 11 goals as well, which is around about 1.83 goals a game ratio. On the flip side, just the Poland's with a 0.33 goals against ratio. The Poles come into this just 1 win in the past 6 games, 42% form for them. As for the Swedes, 92% form, 5 wins in the past 6 games as well. Take a look at the recent encounters then between these two sides. Of course, played each other last time around in 2004 was a 3-1 win for Sweden, and Poland's win last time around, or last ever, was back in 1974. Goodness gracious me, it's been a bloody while. Take a look at the situation over in the group right here, right now. Sweden are, of course, top of the pops with 4 points. Slovakia sit in second. Spain and Poland got it all to do, of course. Remember, top 3, well, you've got to be in top 2 to guarantee your spot in the next round. Of course, third place is a bit of a waiting game, and you might end up here in third place with 4 points, depending on what goes on elsewhere. 4 points will be probably enough. 3 points is going to get you a little bit of panic stations, but we'll see what is going to happen on this one. Let's take a look at the vote then. I did put a vote out just today, so they're only a couple of hours in. 50% gone with Sweden, 41% gone with Poland, and 9% have gone with the draw. My only concern with the Swedes is the lack of goals in them. Sweden 90-10 for the victory, 23-10 is your draw, 29-10. So 29-20 is your Poland on this one. So the bookie's going with Sweden on this one. For me, I'm going with the 2-1 win for Poland to snatch it, and of course snatch a spot in the last 16. That's what I think will happen. Of course, let me know what you think down below. A quick look at the odds, shall we, on these two to lift the trophy. Poland are standing currently, quick look at the odds on this one, 250 to 1 to lift the trophy. Last Swed, 6 66-1 to go the distance. Let me know your thoughts and opinions about this game, and of course, who do you think is going to come out on top or go through anyway to the last 16 from Group E. Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. I'm looking forward to the conclusion of this one to see who will make it through. Can we see an upset? Can Spain go home? Will, of course, Slovakia take a little look? Well, of course, preview that game later. But until then, give the video some love, smash your thumbs up, smash your subscribe. Check out the links down below on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, and of course, Patreon as well. But until then, I'll see you soon for the next.